Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Facebook Live. Today, yesterday's On the Money show dealt with women and the challenges that women face in retirement income. If you're a woman, or even if you have a wife, a sister, a mother, a relative, or a friend, the statistics are black and white. Women live longer than men. In fact, 85% of the people who have celebrated their 100th birthday, they're called centenarians, 85% of them are women. And it sounds like good news on the surface, but it triggers a snowball of consequences that threatens their financial security. Because you're living longer, you'll incur more health care and medical expenses. A 65-year-old woman could expect to spend more than $235,000 in out-of-pocket health care expenses in retirement. You're also much more likely to need long-term care. It's estimated that 7 in 10 women will need some form of long-term care. According to Forbes, a private room in a nursing home averages $92,000 a year. Even a simple home health aid averages $46,000 a year. And all of this means that you run a higher risk of running out of money in retirement. To make matters worse, you'll probably face these financial challenges all by yourself. 90% of women will be solely responsible for their own finances at the end of their lives. So what we're going to talk about today is 3 challenges or 3 obstacles that women face, not through any fault of their own, and then we'll give you some tips on how to avoid some of these challenges. The first obstacle for women, on average, they only earn 79 cents for every dollar that a man earns. And times have certainly changed, and women now have more opportunities than ever before, but data shows that women are still not making the same amount of money that their male counterparts are. If divorce or unexpected death happens, women then become the primary breadwinner. And if they're making less than their spouse, this could affect their financial finances. While it's not fair, women do need to be aware of this disparity and do what they can do now to save for the future. The second obstacle that women face, many women lack the confidence to invest. As a group, women tend to hide their money at places like the bank, or choose not to make decisions on money because A, they don't want to be taken advantage of, or B, they don't want to take risks. The problem with this is in the end, they end up losing the opportunity to earn a lot of money. Women need to find someone they trust, begin talking to people who are experts in this area, or feel compelled to do their own research so they can develop the confidence to invest smarter and put their money to work. The third obstacle that women face is many women take a break from the workforce. Historically speaking, many women will take a deliberate break from the workforce for a period of time, typically to raise children, which means they stop saving for their own retirement. Many times, Social Security and pension credits are not taken into consideration for the time a woman is out of the workforce, leading to a drop in the amount of income, the amount of money she can collect from these sources. Therefore, if women know they are stepping out of the workforce for an extended period of time, they might want to contribute additional money into their 401k or employer-sponsored plan while working, or do their best to sock away some extra savings while they have an income stream coming in. So there are 3 obstacles that women face, and let's go over some tips so that you can be more in control of your finances. It is best not to borrow or withdraw money from your retirement accounts for any reason during the accumulation period. The reason for this advice is simple. You most likely will not be able to replace the money. This will create a deficit. Many retirees struggle living hand-to-mouth because they felt compelled to use their retirement accounts as a bank for their children, their friends, their relatives, and even themselves. The second tip, abolish debt before you enter retirement. Make this a priority. Once you retire, you'll be entering into the unknown on a fixed income. Even though you plan well, there still may be some financial surprises down the road that come in the form of unexpected expenses. For most women, being debt-free would be an excellent start. Third thing, one of the most important choices you will make regarding your retirement is deciding when you will be taking your Social Security benefit. For many women, the benefit represents 25 to 60% of their monthly income during the retirement years. Since this benefit will be such an integral part of your monthly income, we always recommend to wait as long as possible to begin collecting, hopefully waiting until age 70 to give you the highest possible benefit check each month. The fourth tip, your retirement income plan should include an income resource, which allows you to draw a consistent monthly income that will serve as an added supplement to your Social Security benefit. Together, they will provide the money necessary to cover your basic monthly expenses. This would be most helpful during times of extreme market volatility when you may be leery to withdraw any money from your assets that are designed for continued growth. A fifth tip, create an emergency fund. This is often overlooked. The purpose of an emergency fund is to have cash available to help weather any sudden financial emergency that was not planned for. And again, remember, the emergency fund is not an ATM account for your relatives and friends. This account is for you and only you for emergencies. The sixth tip, more women are choosing to downsize their residence during retirement in order to live in more practical, affordable housing with little or no maintenance. If you know that you will be making a move, be sure to create a timeline and a separate budget that will facilitate all aspects of the potential move. And finally, retirement planning has many moving parts. It's ongoing and it can get complicated. For these reasons, it's recommended you find a local financial advisor, someone to help educate you on the nuances of retirement planning. For most women, collaboration with a trusted professional will be a valuable asset in guiding you through the process, and it will keep you on track for many years to come. This has been another edition of Facebook Live.